Hi, I'm Nick Fenton with TickerTank. We have just released a new options trade for our options trading email delivery system, and this is a bullish vertical credit spread. The trade details are as follows. Selling to open, Akamai, AKAM, October 2010, 48.50 vertical put spread at 80-cent credit, GTC limit. So that's going to be an $80 credit to your account per spread. And we're working this at a GTC limit, which is a good till canceled limit, meaning that this order will work until either it fills or it is manually canceled. So the breakdown of the legs on this spread: buy the October 10 48 put at 1.75 debit. So that is a debit of $175 from your account per contract. And selling the October 2010 50 put at 255 credit, meaning that is a $255 credit to your account per contract. So you take the 255 credit less the $1.75 debit, you get your 80-cent overall credit on this spread. So here's the risk plot profile for this trade. Remember that the stock price is along the x-axis here, along the bottom. We've got the stock price here. And the profit and loss on this trade is along the y-axis over here on the side. So here we have our zero line. Anything above the zero line represents a profit on this trade. Anything below the zero line represents a loss on this trade. So this vertical has two legs. We've got a 48 strike right here. We've got a 50 strike right here. So notice how the profit and loss changes as the stocks move away from their strikes. So basically here, anything at or below 48, we have at max loss on this spread of $120. As we move above 48, you can see that the losses begin to diminish until we hit our break-even point of 49.20 on this trade. So at 49.20, no profit, no loss, just break even. As we move above 49.20, begin to profit. You're in your profit zone there, you're in the sweet spot. And anything above at or above 50 have achieved max profit, meaning that you keep the entire $80 credit per spread that you've entered. So let's take a look at the stock chart and plot out our break even as well as our max gain area and take a look at why we're even entering this spread in the first place. So here is a 2-year bar chart of Akamai, AKAM. Up here at the top, we've got our price action in the stock for the past 2 years, and below that we have volume. These lines here, these colored squiggly lines if you will, are moving averages, the orange being the 200-day moving average, purple 100-day moving average, blue 50-day moving average. What you can see here is we recently had a nice bullish crossover right around this area, and we've seen consistent trending to the upside in the moving averages. Furthermore, we've got some really strong momentum since last earnings going into this next earnings report, which just so happens to be October 25th, just before the options expiration for the month of October. So anticipating pre-earnings momentum to the upside. We've already seen some nice momentum here, anticipating continued upside momentum into the October expiration. If you look right here, anything above 50, this is right around our October expiration period. Anything 50 or above, we're going to be at max profit. And here's our break even of 49.20 right about here. So you can see we don't have a whole lot of breathing room here in the chart, but given the recent momentum and potential for pre-earnings momentum in this stock, we anticipate continued upside in Akamai. But lastly, on this 2-year chart, you can see we have a really nice, consistent 2-year uptrend channel intact, and we have recently bounced off channel support right here, and we're well away from channel resistance, so no threat of channel resistance. We're taking the wind out of the sails, if you will, here on this recent momentum rally. If you go in a little bit further, let's take it to a 9-month chart. You can see that recently we broke an important milestone, which is 50. 50 is a big psychological barrier in any stock, and Akamai recently breaking through 50. Today getting a nice strong push above 50, anticipating a strong close above 50, making this 2 closes above 50, and is basically confirming from a technical perspective a solid break of this psychological barrier. If you go in a little bit closer to a 60-day chart, you can see that this recent uptrending action has been very strong, and we anticipate the upside momentum to continue along this nice 60-day channel. Lastly, go into the 30-day, and you can see we've got a really defined short-term channel, which should allow it to continue to uptrend into October, providing really nice support here along this uptrend channel support. So, all in all, we're anticipating continuation to the upside in Akamai and think that this vertical is the perfect way to take advantage of it. If you have any questions about this spread, feel free to email me at nick@tickertank.com. And if you need assistance setting this up, feel free to email me or call your broker and ask to speak with the options specialist, and they'll be able to walk you through how to set this trade up and execute it. Thank you. We'll talk to you soon.